Comic Compadres, and welcome back to the Hoodrat podcast. And welcome back to the Rat Pack, man. We've
Yeah,
been
yeah.
gone for like a month, I think. We all kind of took a break, which is I think it was a pretty good break, man. We got a breather. We're back fresh, and we're here for the Halloween show, man. The Halloween show. So we got a bunch of different, a bunch of horror books for you guys, man. Like that we enjoy as collectors. It's not like I wouldn't even say it's like we're specking on any of these books, right, Jaw or Dan?
No.
Yeah, it's just our favorite books, man, that we love as collectors. And I wanted to see what the prices on some of my books were so that I picked. Like I want, I'm interested.
Yeah.
But we have. I mean, how you doing, Dan? How you doing over there, man?
I'm happy to be back, although we needed a break, because people don't realize how much effort we've put into this. So it was a nice break, but I'm glad to be back. We had a lot of things to talk about tonight. It's going to be a great show.
Yeah, and how about you, John, man? How was
Doing
your break?
great, man. Doing great. Good to be back, though. Good to be back.
I know we got the holidays coming up, so we might take another break. Who knows, man? The holidays are a big one, man. So yeah, we'll probably take a break there, man. But let's bring in our guest, man. Let's bring in Efren, man. You know Efren. He's part of the familia here, man. How you doing, F? Over at Passport Comics.
Ian said, "I need you. I'm there."
Yeah. I was like, Efren, man, you want to come on, bro, man? Like, we want to have some fun. Efren's like, I'm in, man.
Yeah.
Then we got Craig here, man. Space Fair Collectibles. He's my co-host over on Comics on the Rise. We took a break too, like last week.
Much needed.
Yeah, you had a concert and I needed sleep, bro. I was like, just take a break, man. Yeah.
I feel you. Yeah, winning all those medals, of course you needed the break.
Hey man, and we got Robin here, man. Not near mint. Hey kids, comics, y'all like these price drops? I love these price drops, man. These price drops are good, man. There's a lot of good stuff going on, man.
Oh, yeah.
But hey, guys, I got something to announce, man. And I'm gonna kind of just let this go, man. Let this flow. See what y'all think, man. Here we go.
Nice.
Let me pick this up real quick, and then here we go. So check this out, man. We got a new partner on the show, man. We have a new partner on the show with Kenny over at Nuclear Comics. He has a shop here in San Diego, and he has a shop over in the OC. I shop at his shops in the OC and over there at over in San Diego, and I was telling Dan, for us to partner up with anybody, I had to trust him, and I trust Kenny, man. Kenny's a good shop, and he represents, man. Hopefully, we'll represent him, and he represents us, and we have this great partnership together. But every week, Kenny's gonna be every week, every show that we have, Kenny's gonna have a new comic book day pick and a trade paperback, man. And I know you live over there. You go to Kenny's shop, don't you, John? In the
Yeah,
OC
I've been there a couple
sometimes.
of times. Yeah, I think he sold me a Star Wars 2 back in the day.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I remember that, bro. He had like 30, 40 copies of those, bro.
Had a great deal.
All in good condition, man. And he sold it to us for like $30. I remember, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
30, 40
Mine was
bucks.
a little bit more than yours, but yeah, it was a good deal though.
Yeah, it's a good deal, man. And I know Efren goes the one over here in North Park, right in San Diego.
Yeah, I've been there a couple of times to check it out. We always got to support our local LCSs as much as possible.
Yeah, man. We got it. Yeah, and he's a great LCS, man. He has a really great shop here in San Diego in North Park. That's kind of like the hipster side of San Diego. It's like where a lot of hipsters hang out. But there's a lot of great places to eat there. I think there's an ice cream shop right across the street. I forgot what the name of the ice cream place is, and a donut place right next to him. And then you get great comics too, man, with Kenny. But man, let's check out what Kenny has, man. Some of his picks that he had today. I'm gonna put this on the big screen.
Ian, before you do that, do they have an eBay presence? Because I think I bought from these guys before.
Yeah, they do. They have an eBay also. Yeah.
I thought so. They're pretty. If these are the same guys, and I think they are. This is a very reliable outfit.
Yeah, they are reliable, man. I don't want to steer you guys in the wrong way, man. The audience or my friends here on the show, man. And you won't be steered wrong with Kenny, man. He's a real trusted guy in the community, especially here in Southern California, man. So and I can vouch for him, man. It's hard to vouch for some shots, man, but I'll vouch for Kenny, man. So let's check out what Kenny's picks are this week, man. So Kenny's first pick ever, man, for New Comic Book Day is the Human Target, and Kenny wrote me a quick synopsis of why he thinks this is a great book, man, and I want to check it out too. He says, quick facts about Human Target. The first appeared in Detective 201 in 1953. This version of Christopher Chance was created by Len Wein and Carmine Infantino in 1972 in Action Comics 419. Christopher Chance, the Human Target, is essentially a bodyguard who flawlessly impersonates his clients to protect them. My first introduction, Kenny's first introduction to Human Target, was a 1999 Vertigo series written by Peter Milligan, and I love that miniseries. This iteration of the Human Target briefly is described as an assassination attempt on Lex Luthor. Chance didn't see it coming, leaves him vulnerable in trying to solve his own murder. He has 12 days to discover who poisoned him in a incurable, slow-acting poison. And the prime suspects are the Justice League International. This book is essentially a murder mystery starring Chance and Ice, and also featuring most of the Justice League International and much beloved era of the Justice League from the 80s and 90s. The murder mystery is also pretty funny and surprisingly sexy, man. This is one of those black labels, man. Any of you guys reading Human Target right now?
Not me.
No.
I read the first issue of the one right before this continuation, and it was really good, but I didn't finish it. I bought them all, but I didn't finish it. But the first issue was great.
Black Label always comes out with some good stuff, man. Really good reads, you know. Like, I wouldn't say it's like spec worthy stuff, but like reads. The Black Label always has some great reads, man. You know, so a great pick by Kenny. Then he has a trade paperback pick as well that he has for this week, and this one's an interesting one. I think, John, you might like this one, man. Black Paradox. Is this in your will hall here, John?
Well, what's it about?
Okay, so he said Black Paradox by Junji Ito, published by Viz. So this is like a anime, like Viz does anime, right? Like, art, comics from Japan. Junji Ito is a horror master of manga. I'm not a manga reader myself, says Kenny, but the horror is horror, and horror is an evergreen genre that's constantly growing. So when you have a master of horror like Junji Ito, every new release is a big one. And that's why this week's pick for new graphic novel is a Black Paradox, which is 30% off the cover price at both our shops. Human Target, written by Tom King. Okay, there we go. And that's what Black Paradox is about. Sounds pretty interesting to me too, man. Really great picks by Kenny. And if you guys, let me see here, you guys can actually go check them out here in San Diego at 3076 University Avenue in San Diego. If you let them know Hood sent you, either by if you want to email them, if you're not in San Diego and you want to get some books, or you go to a shop, you get 25% off. Just say Hood sent you, man. And you get some change off, man. But so thank you for Kenny, man, for supporting us here on this channel, man. Like, we don't make no money here. You know what I'm saying? Like we just do it for the fun of it, man. And we love what we love what we do. And thank you, Kenny, for supporting us, man. It's gonna be awesome, man. And we got Eddie Bear in the house, man. Sup, Hood? Eddie Bear's from the Bay Area, man. Eddie Bear, when you come down to San Diego, man, you should come check out Nuclear Comics, man. I'll meet you guys there. I'll tell you what, if you guys ever go to San Diego, me and Efren will come down to Nuclear Comics, right? And we'll meet you there.
Whatever you say, man. I'll be there.
We'll meet you there, But hey, man, thank you, Kenny. And I got something else, man. We got a Javid here. This guy right here, man. This guy right here. He's an expert on these you are, bro. On these pre-code horror books, man. You are, man. See, you're
an expert. No.
You're just being humble. You're just being humble, bro. You're just being humble. And that's why we got these. Check this out.
I like that intro. I like that intro music right there.
Spooky, yeah.
So I like a lot of pre-code horror books. I like a lot of Golden Age stuff. I like a lot of Silver Age stuff. So you can't talk about horror comics if you don't talk about L.B. Cole, one of the greatest artists that was around back in those days. And still to this day, I mean, his covers have the most beautiful colors, and they just pop. There's a lot of horror books out there, but this particular artist and the colors he used and the style that he had, to me, is one of the best covers that in the comic book world. So Let's start it off with Weird Tales of Terror. It's Blue Bolt Weird Tales of Terror. It's number 111, and I just like this particular cover because of the Wolfman that's on there. It's also a skull cover. Skull covers are very popular. So I thought I'd start it off with that. Have you guys seen it before?
Is this a pre-code, man? Pre-code horror?
Yes.
Pre-code book? So what's pre-code, man, for people that don't know what pre-code is?
It's comic books that were brought out before the Comic Code Authority stamp. There was a big, and I think Dan's gone over this in previous episode, where Congress got involved to kind of regulate comics back in the early 50s. There was a big scandal that was going on. What was it called? The seduction of
the innocent. It started a congressional hearing, and what happened was the comics companies banded together. They started their own organization. That's the Comic Code Authority. They wanted to get ahead of the game rather than let the government regulate them.
Right.
And then so everything after that there's a code, right? Like so
there's that code
Before this, were they putting like naked ladies in comics, man, or just like?
No, they do naked ladies now. I don't think they did naked ladies.
I know, right? Like they do a lot of naked ladies. There ain't no code no more. There's no code no more.
No.
Yeah. So what's up? I like this one too, man. What do you guys think about Weird Tales of Terror, man? Blue Bolt, man. I think it's a dope. I mean, it's not a book we're gonna find. You know what I'm saying? So
maybe.
you know, like I know, man. We got Kamikaze in the house, man. What's up? What's up, Ozzy?
Hey, Ozzy, good to see you, man. I've never seen this cover, but the werewolf profile where he's sort of like just slightly looking up, that is from, I believe that's from the old Lon Chaney werewolf profile. So that's where they got that the lighting, and again that slight rise in the facial profile. That's a sweet cover.
Dope, man.
That's awesome. That's a really cool one. I've seen some other old Weird Tales of Terror ones like this one, but I've never seen that one. So that's a good choice. That's cool.
I'll take a reprint of it. You know, like if I can find a reprint, I'll take a reprint. I don't know if I can afford original, man. Look at that price, man. So next up, what you got, Ja?
Next up, so there's 11 of these, so bear with me. Blue Bolt Weird. This is a really great skull cover. I look at this now and I see it looks like today's world Karen, complaining at McDonald's.
It's spot on.
Right. So this is another LB Cold cover. Again, you can see the colors that are just popping off the cover here. Skeleton cover again, very popular for those people who collect horror comics.
Dope, man. I love it, man. Bro, remember I told you like 10 but we were like do like 10 or 11. I was like, dude, every single one was hot, bro.
It was tough. Yeah, it was tough to bring it from 30 down to 11.
I think these are interesting books, but I don't think a lot of people know about these pre-code books, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I think you're really educating people, especially with this one, man. And I know that look at Craig, bro. Craig's falling in love with it, man.
I love horror comics, and like I love all of these covers.
I know.
The ones that you don't see very often, those are the ones where I'm like, yes. Everybody sees like all the EC stuff, right? But you don't see these ones very often at all.
Yeah, these are beautiful, man.
Awesome.
Look at the price on this too, man. Two G's for a VG. Damn. Wow.
So how often do you see this one? I follow comics all auction houses and stuff, and you rarely see this one.
Never.
When do you see these on Instagram, bro? You never see these on Instagram either. No. Never, man. Never, dude.
But I'm just looking at the context of when these came out. The previous one, 1951. This one, 1952. The 50s and the late 40s were a very, very different time for the U.S. And to see something like this was a complete shock. Because again, this is we accept it today because society is very, very different. But back in those days, I can see why there would be a congressional hearing.
Mm-hmm. Oh man,
imagine getting this in high grade. I mean, the all black cover and stuff. It's
And back in those days, man, it was like pretty conservative, and church and state were pretty much together. And
that is correct. That is correct.
Yeah. So this is like devil worshiper stuff, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even in the 80s, they would probably call us like devil worshiper stuff, right? Like like when I was a kid, they're like, my mama would probably like hit me on the side of the head with her slippers if I was reading this, man, with a kid. You know, so I'm just saying, all of our moms probably would, right? So,
Yeah.
what's your next one, Ja?
So we can
Now this one
continue.
is creepy, bro.
This one,
is
yeah, this one,
yeah.
it's really unique. Again, another LB Cole cover. It's just a preference of mine, I guess, because of the colors he uses again. And so this is a Startling Terror, excuse me. I just picked this one out because it's kind of a unique cover. I mean, it's different, that's for sure.
Let me see. Let's pull this up, man. Let everybody see it closer, man. Yeah, that's a crazy cover. It's like that, the Buddha, the Buddha elephant with all the arms, like or Doctor Strange with all the arms and
Krishna,
yeah, Krishna, yeah, man. It's a spook. Bro. It's creepy, man, and I like it.
It's awesome.
I like it a lot, man. It's awesome, and I bet this pops if you see it in real life, right? With the colors and everything, man.
Oh,
with that type of print and that type of paper.
But it's the paper, yeah. And
I would love to press this, man. I would love to press this thing, man. But yeah, it's sick. 1953, bro. 1953. Damn. All right. Okay. Next up, what's your next one, Ja?
Next one up. Let's see. Oh, Ghost. This one's a popular one. So this one's not only is it a horror cover, but it's a bondage cover. Bondage covers, everybody knows they're very popular. And in my thinking, the 50s, they had a lot of women were getting abused back in the 50s. I don't know, all these covers they had like someone in bondage, you're getting beat up and stuff. I don't get that, but this cover is very popular amongst horror comic cover collectors, and Ghost is one of them. Ghost number 6. So tough book to find in most cases.
Oh man,
yeah,
I like it.
Yeah,
man.
It's cool, man.
Who's the dude in the background, bro? Let me see here. Man. Let me pull this up, man. See the guy in the background in the.
Right here? He looks like he's being forced to watch. Or no, he just found it.
Or no, he just found it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's what.
That's kind of kinky, bro. Like he's forced to watch. Like we're watching. Like before the internet age, he's like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna sit here and watch Igor do whatever he wants to my lady, man.
Igor.
But the red dress, though, man, the red dress.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm just trying to think, like in 1953, if they saw this and a blonde lady in a red dress, about to get whatever by Igor, the red dress would probably like make people mad too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's kind of like a little bit too sexy, man, for 1953.
It is.
We're talking about almost 70 years ago. This
yeah, dude. 70 years.
It's a different era.
75 years ago, bro, to be exact.
Yeah.
Right.
I've never seen these books, but they look so awesome. And I never see them on eBay or anybody ever selling these books.
No, man. No. You don't see them on Instagram. I've never. The only time I've ever seen these pre-code books are from Jive on Instagram. No one else posts them.
There's a couple of people on Instagram that specifically do these kinds of old books, and they have like tremendous collections. I mean, beautiful. Wow. Yeah.
Who would you recommend for people to follow on Instagram?
I'd have to look that up and tell you their names. I don't know their names off the top of my head, but there's a couple of them that are really good. Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
Como Comics, he has a lot of horror and pre-code horror stuff. So if you look him up.
Yes, he does.
Comics?
Yeah, Drew. Drew Como. He's out of Missouri. So
let me. How do you spell that? Let me see. I'm gonna
COMO.
Yeah.
COMO.
Yeah. I gave him a shout out a couple shows ago.
Yeah.
Here.
On his.
He owns a shop down there. He's got a bunch of stuff. Like he's got some really cool stuff.
Yeah. I sent you his logo, Ian. So if you want to dig that, if you had time to dig that out.
Oh, that guy. Is it COMO Comics?
Yes, that's it. That's true.
Yep.
Okay, so it's this. I'm gonna put right here. Como Comics. That it?
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's a guy.
Yeah. There's another.
Here's another one. This guy's really cool. He has a lot of great stuff. I'm gonna spell it out. POLON Sky CC.
T.
It's P, like P as in Paul.
Okay.
OLON Sky CC.
Sky CC.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was actually going to buy a book from him, but I just couldn't swing it. But.
All right, so that's another one to follow, right? Polo Sky CC.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
all right, cool. There's two of them, man. If you guys are interested in these old pre-code stuff, man. Who else? And Azores has some. Ozzy has some people to look for.
Automatic,
There you go, man.
automatic.
Automatic.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's got
There
some.
you go.
Yeah, Ryan.
That's what we do, man. I mean, you can't be an expert in everything, right? Like, you know, you got to follow the experts, man. You know what I'm saying? So, next up, what you got, Ja? What's the next one, dude?
All right, so the next one is one of my
dope.
favorite Chamber of Chills. I think everybody knows this one.
Chamber
Chamber
this
of
was
Chills,
such a
number
sick
19.
cover.
I love this cover, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it needs no explanation. It's a great cover. They've done a lot of homage covers to this. Recently, I think Sabrina, the Teenage Witch, I think has one. But yeah, it's just like one of the more popular ones.
I like man. It's just, I mean, the imagination, bro. To you know, have a glass of whatever, you know, and absinthe or whatever, and then you see her skull in the background.
Right.
You know,
Right.
you know, that's sick, dude.
There
What was
was
that show
one-
name? What was that show name? Remember in the '80s? Was it V? Is it V? Am I right? Where
There's a
they
show
would put
named V.
they would put on the glasses, and then you
Yeah.
could see the aliens. It's V, right?
Mhm.
Oh
Was it
yeah.
V?
Yeah.
Remember that? Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that, man. You know. But look at Manny here, man. Says way too scandalous for 1950s for sure, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, it went to Congress. That's what you said, Dan, right? Because of that
Yeah.
book. Yeah, went all the way to Congress.
Well, there was a rebellion of sorts, and the Dr. Wortham decided to look into the matter, and he, for whatever reason, chose comic. Remember, comics were the biggest medium at the time because there was no internet. Television was still kind of in its infancy, and publications like this were the biggest thing because look how vibrant the colors were, grabbed everyone's attention, and so people were reading these things. So since this was the most popular medium, Wortham said that's probably the cause of this rebellion. They're poisoning the minds of our youth. That sort of. And it's the same kind of thing they said with video games today. If there's a shooting or something, they won't point the finger at anybody else, but they'll point the finger at an entity that has nothing to do with that. That's another story altogether. But yeah, that's what happened back in the day.
It was a movie before, and he says
Mhm.
They Live was the name of the movie. They Live. I remember that one, man.
That's with
And,
Roddy Piper. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
When he
Roddy
puts the glasses
Piper.
on. Yep.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that was dope, bro. And it then became.
I love that movie.
Bro, it was a TV show. Remember?
Well, I think they did that
that.
the V show, and I think they did something where they could see it. But then the movie, I think, came. Maybe that movie came right before. I don't remember, but it was kind of a different premise beforehand. Like
Remember, they would put on the glasses, and then you would look at the advertisement post, and it'd be like "You sinner" or whatever. You
It'd
know,
say "Obey." Remember
Obey.
Oh, I forgot all about this.
yeah, dude. That show.
yeah.
And they were all reptiles too, right? Remember they were
Yes,
like
yes,
reptiles
yeah.
or
They
something
were
like that?
they
Yeah.
looked like blue and pink skeletons almost with like yellow eyes. They look creepy.
Yeah.
Dude, I bet
Anybody
you
who
can find
hasn't
that
seen
on
that
Netflix.
movie, go watch that movie. That movie is awesome.
Right there, man. Manny called it, bro. They live, bro. Like,
Yep.
you know?
Cult classic.
And then James is in the house, man. Said Roddy Piper was the lead character. Yep, man. And then welcome, James, man.
What's up,
Hey,
James?
James.
Giant Worthy Christmas. Don't worry, bro. We'll have a Christmas special. We'll find something, you know. The Misfits use the Chamber of Chills as an album cover. Check that out, man.
Yep.
That's dope, dude. There's a cool little record shop in South Park, man. I bet I can find that album, bro. You know. And then Zor says, "Nah, they were skeleton-looking aliens."
Yeah.
But there was one where they were like reptiles or something, man.
There
Remember
was.
They tried to do a reboot of it on Netflix or something. I remember the reboot. Remember
That was V. It was
That
V.
was
V. You're right.
Yeah.
V was the skeleton ones, right?
Mhm.
They live as
Yeah.
the reptile ones, right? Okay. All right.
But look at that cost. That $52,000 for an 8.5.
Jeez.
Jesus.
Yep.
Man, he says,
Mhm.
"Is this Roddy Piper? I'm here to chew bubble gum and kick ass, man."
And I'm all out of bubble gum. That's what
I'm
it
all out
says.
of I'm all out of bubble gum, dude.
Yeah.
I'm all out of bubble gum, bro. Nice. These are awesome, bro. I'm just telling you, y'all. Like, you picked some dope books, man. So let's just move on to the next one, bro. So go ahead, man.
Mr. Mystery, you know, the guy getting dunked into a vat of blood. This is number 13, you know, number 13 again, you know, the horror thing. So I really like this cover again. A classic cover for those who collect horror comics. They this is on their list for sure.
Bro, I don't know if that's healthy or not, bro. This cover, man.
Yeah, taking
Dang.
it's not your normal ice bath that you're
You
taking.
get a lot. Maybe you get a lot of vitamin D and plasma or whatever, bro. I
Yeah.
don't know, man. Yeah.
You know what I think about this is the first thought that popped in my head with this guy is Dean Martin being dunked in some vat of alcohol.
Yeah.
Right?
It looks kind of
Looks
like him.
it.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah, you're right.
People had something against Dean Martin in the 50s, man. You know.
They didn't like him. They bought this.
Yeah.
Hey, we got Nowhere Bound in the house, man. Stick around, bro. Stick around.
Stick
Nowhere
around,
Bound,
yes.
man.
Stick around. Trust
Yeah,
me on
what's
this,
up, bro?
bro.
Yeah, for sure, man. And then he says, I like, Azor says, I like that mask cover. That mask cover. All right. And then, what's the next one here, man? I'm enjoying it, man. This is awesome stuff, bro. Go ahead.
Oh, weird mysteries. Yeah, the severed head coming out of the hat from the magician. Yeah.
That's cool.
You can't beat
That's
that.
great. That's
That's
oh
cool.
man. Wow.
Number
cool.
6. This is number 6 for weird mysteries. So
Jeez, man. Look at that price. 12K. Jeez.
Jeez.
Man, do you think like something like Ice Cream Man, all those early covers would be something like this in like 50 years? Because some of those covers are off the hook, bro. You
I
know?
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
I
there's
don't know.
just the nostalgia behind it, and then you have the seduction of the innocent, and the quality of the paper. Everything's different about the Golden Age stuff.
Because they weren't collecting. People weren't collecting this stuff. Do you think back in the day they were just like,
No.
oh, read it? They would buy it
Throw it
at the
away.
newsstand, like on the
Yeah.
corner.
Yeah.
And they put it in the back of their pocket and then
Yeah.
read it and then toss it, right?
I'm
Like,
sure a lot of it got ruined, or destroyed by parents, especially in the 50s.
Yeah.
dude, my mom would tear these up, bro.
I showed this comic. I've got a reprint of a horror comic from the 50s, and I just happened to be in Santa Rosa, north of San Francisco, at a con with my daughter, and the original artist named Jack Katz from 1952 was there to sign, one of his reprints there, and it's the only time I've ever met someone who was actually one of the artists for this sort of era and this genre. It's hard to put my finger on it, but I think it kind of goes without saying these are very different kind of people. Again, he's up in his 80s at the time. He was pretty old, but it's hard to describe. They're a bit off. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
You kind of have to be to do this.
Back in those days, man, like, I mean, to be like, someone outside of the herd was probably like scary, man. Not like nowadays. Like you can kind of mesh with your own community. There was probably like the community was probably super small for these weirdos.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I mean, look at us, man. They'd probably call us weirdos back then. I mean, in the 50s, right? Like, you guys collect comics?
Oh, for
What the
sure.
heck, man.
Yeah.
40-year-old
Sure.
comic collector. I mean, there's still people like, you collect, huh?
Yeah, the
Comics are
stigma's
still
still
around.
there. The stigma is very much alive for adult comic collectors.
But these guys probably had to put up with it, though, man. Because at least we have the MCU, and people were like, I was like, shut up, bro. You watch Marvel. You watched Infinity War, too. What the hell, man?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
There we go.
Yeah, these guys probably had to. You probably had to be super weird, like dude just hanged out in the house, man, in the dark, bro. With some candle. I don't know, man. So, let me see here. Next up, what you got, John? Man, these are dope, bro. Go ahead.
Oh,
yeah.
Punch Comics.
That's a
Yeah,
good
this one's a hot one. This one's popular. Everybody loves the skull cover, and there's no better skull cover than this one, in my opinion. Punch Comics number 12. Very hard to find in high grade. If it is, it's probably worth a lot of money.
Bro, 1.5 for $14,000.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is probably the greatest skull cover that there is from that era.
Wow.
Totally.
Damn.
Yeah.
Let me see. Nowhere Bound says these pre-code books weren't made to be collected. They'll always be more valuable. Yeah, I mean, people just like read these and
Very
tossed
true.
them, man.
All right.
And then man, he goes, social outcasts must have been tough for them, especially in those days, for real, bro. Still kind of tough, man. Still kind of tough,
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, bro, like you got a dead woman there, and this other dude just hanging there, bro. I saw the dead woman, just like, damn, what a way to go, huh? Like, so
The shootout in a
Dude.
skull. Yeah, what's going on here?
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
it's just like
That's cool.
death has you, I guess,
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
you know.
That one's
But
awesome.
man, 14 grand.
I wonder what's the title. It just says Punch Comics, but that's not the title of the issue, correct?
That's the title of the book. Yeah.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Punch Comics number 12. You know, dang. This is like the oldest one too. This is from the other ones you had were from the 50s. This was from 45.
Wow.
You know? So this one would be like what? Almost 80 years old.
Yeah.
Close to 80.
Yeah.
Damn. You know. Oh, look, you know we're bound. He's feeling the Craig, man. He's feeling the Craig. You know, because I know these are Craig covers too, bro.
Oh yeah, dude, all day.
If you don't know about Craig, bro, he likes the Weird Wednesdays, man. Like you gotta go follow Space Ferret, bro. Like his Weird Wednesdays are like all this stuff, bro. You know,
All the weird, the weirder the better. That's the ones I love.
bro. Like I when I first met Craig, right? Like we went to this like this guy's backyard. We met this guy's backyard in Pasadena, and he's picking out these books. Like, hey, bro, what'd you find? He goes, bro, I found all these books, and I was like, those are weird as fuck. You know, like there's like no keys. It's just like I like this cover, super weird. And then you found like what's that one you found? Like was it Muhammad Ali? I don't know, Muhammad Ali,
I think
or
it was like it was like Shaq. I think it was a Shaq cover.
Shaq, bro. Like
You know,
some
they did
weird
like a
Shaq.
whole profile of all the sports ones, and like I found a bunch. I found like a Michael Jordan one. They did a Kobe one, I think. There's a Shaq one. There's like a whole bunch of them. All sports, all TV personalities. They're just so weird. The art in them is so weird. I'm like, this
It's
looks
weird,
cool.
bro. It's weird, weird looking, man. But yeah, dope. But man, let's see what. Let me see. James said, I wonder how much a no G. Yeah.
Yeah, just
man.
a page. Those are
page.
becoming more popular. I'm seeing even Tales of Suspense comics, Tales of Suspense 39, just the one page, and they're still getting a couple $100 per page. So
I've seen
Really?
Golden Age books without the cover. Those go for a lot too.
yeah,
Man, jeez.
yeah.
Well, you want a 1.5, man, $14,000. Go ahead, man. You know what I'm saying? Next up, and the last one for you, Ja. This is the one. You know what?
Series.
You know what? Hold on, let me see. It didn't change. Remember, there it is. So this is a reprint. This is a reprint, guys. It's not $6. Go ahead.
So yeah, the original one is the one that I was wanted to share, but the cover is the same. It's the same cover, and just the zombie looking big head, the big head dude in the front, and the big creepy guys in the back, him and his homies. I just thought that this was kind of a cool cover as well. Haunts of Fear.
Bro, I might have this reprint.
Yeah.
Because I got this collection, and they had all these Haunt of Fears.
Yeah.
And no one wants to buy them for the $1. They were in the $1 bin for the longest, bro. Like, so I think I still have them, man. You know?
I'll take them.
I know, right? I know. Next time you come, you can look through my $1 bins, bro. You know?
All right, cool, perfect.
Yeah, but this is sick, man. I like the little circles with all the different characters too. You know, like that's pretty awesome, man. How much do you think this would go for the original?
I have no idea. Yeah, it's
one.
I'd have to look it up.
Obviously, it would be in the thousands. Even the CGC, like a 1.0, I don't see this being less than 1,000 for low grade. If you look at the other books,
I'd say 5 figures.
5 figures? Jeez,
Yeah.
man. Damn.
Yeah.
So I know, man. You go to those, those antique stores, man, and you know,
Yeah.
that's where you can find these, man. These
on the
like,
lookout.
out of nowhere, bro. You know, those little out of nowhere desert antique stores that no one wants to walk into. You know, so interesting, man.
if any of you guys ever find any of these original ones, I'll be your best friend.
Ephraim will be your agent. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. He
Broker
gotta have
'em.
deep pockets, bro. Look, James is like, you gotta have deep pockets, man. All right, last one for you, Ja.
Yeah, so this is one that actually is on my list. I tried to get this a couple of times. Crime suspense story. The guy with the axe. He just killed his lady. Severed head.
Damn.
Yeah, man. Again, one of my favorite ones. There's another one too I had on here, the severed tongue one. I think that we missed that one as well.
Oh, we missed that one. Sorry, man. Yeah.
No, it's all good. So, so those are two that I've been kind of chasing for a while, but just the price has just been, too much for me to kind of pay for. But I love this cover. It's a classic cover. They have Wolverine that's been done more recently, where he's holding like a
Really?
Sabretooth's head. Yeah,
An homage? Huh.
Yeah.
Very
That's
popular
sick, dude.
cover.
I
Yeah,
wonder with these books back in the day, if kids bought these, I mean, did their parents know about it, or would they say, make them throw away the comic book once they see the cover?
Right.
I mean, would they? I mean, would the stands, like, those newsstands, even sell these comics? To kids. Like, that's the thing, bro. Like, it's crazy, bro. I'm just looking at the realistic way of, like, look at the way the guy is holding her hair.
Right.
Like, one finger out here and the rest of his fingers. Like, what type of grip is that, man? Like, and the look on her face. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that brings Ephraim. That's a great question. What venue would sell these things back in those days? I mean, you wouldn't go to the grocery store. I don't think that would be in the aisle. It's probably some little boutique, or just those pictures of the newsstands. You have the newspapers and all the magazines, and those would be mixed in with them. That's my only guess.
And also the total disregard for women back in the day. Like these books, they just women were like nothing. It almost seems like
disposable.
If you look back at all the a lot of these comics from back then, a lot of the women, like there's a famous crime. I forgot the title, but the guy has like a flame, welding flame torch, going at his face, and a lot of bondage stuff. It's a lot of disregard for women's well-being.
Yeah.
Bro, are we gonna get canceled for putting all these books of women just getting heads chopped off and hanging out skulls, bro? Like, crazy, man.
Well, it was this genre that generated far more than the superhero genre. Wortham's book. This is what he focused in on most, and then he branched off into other things. But in fact, I believe this is one of the covers he beat profiles in the congressional hearing.
Mm-hmm. It is actually.
Yeah.
Wow. 3.0 goes for $4,000, $4,500, man.
That's all.
Dang. That's all, bro. Look at that recent one right here. CGC 4.5 went for $8,400.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
So much money.
Dang.
Wow. Yeah, I love these crazy covers, man.
Great picks, Ja. Very interesting, man.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Really.
gems, bro.
I said there was a lot more. There's 20 more.
There was 20 more. Ja had
Yeah.
20, man. I was like, I don't know if I was counting them, because if you do them like 2 minutes, 3 minutes each, it'd be like 1 hour. I was like, Ja, you're gonna go cottonmouth, bro. Like, just
Let's do it. This is really fascinating. Let's do a part 2.
You want to do part 2, Ja?
Okay,
Let's
yeah.
do part 2 in November. Yeah,
Good idea.
because you have 30 more, bro. You have a lot.
Yeah.
And these are books like I don't even know about them, bro. Like, I mean, you have to be like Nowhere Bound and Dan and Ephraim, man, that know about these, and Weirdo right there, Craig. Weird Craig over there, bro.
I got you.
No, Nowhere Bound says this one's hot, bro, and he says the freaking EC is so crazy. And then Azor said the parents would burn them in the middle of the streets.
Yes.
And record shops, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they were book burnings.
Damn. Crazy, man. I hope we never get back there again, because who knows, man. Now women have more rights than Jesus. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah.
Bro, we probably get canceled for this show, man. We gotta show some dudes getting it. But you have some where the guy's hanging himself. We didn't even put that one in there, Ja. That one's crazy, man.
Yeah, or people getting chopped up with an axe, and stuff like that. Yeah,
Like guns to the head, like all kinds of crazy ones.
guns to the head. Yes, the suicide one. Yeah.
Oh, dude, let's do it. Let's do part 2. I'm down for part 2, man.
Okay.
Part 2, man. Very great stuff, man. And let's get on to me, Ephraim, and Craig's picks. We got a couple. Not as interesting as Javid. Man. He kind of, he's like the band that goes on first and kind of blows away the other band that comes on next. You know what I'm saying? So
nobody wants to follow that.
Yeah,
stick
right.
around, bro. Stick around, bro. It was like, I remember this one story where Prince went up ahead of somebody and blew away
Rolling Stones.
Yeah. We'll try and bring some heat. But here we go, man. Here we go.
love that. What you just did, the little the Halloween theme thing.
Oh, no, that's
Very
Darian,
cool.
man. That's Darian. Plainclothes D always come in correct. I asked him for a.
Okay.
I said, "Hey, man, can you make me a Halloween beat, bro?" He goes, "I got you." And he
Oh,
sent
that's
me one.
great.
Yeah,
That's
he
great.
He's awesome, man. Yeah, so go follow Plainclothes D over on Instagram, man. He always got beats, man. But this is one that I like, man, and I know John knows I love this book, man.
Yeah.
You know, every Halloween, bro, I show this book, man. So this is Department of Truth issue 2, the David Romero 1 in 25. I had showed this on a previous podcast I was on before with Bronze and Modern God, John, man. And me and John, and we had a big laugh about this on air, and he named this one because this was going on during the QAnon stuff, right? You know, and they were eating kids or whatever. Well, I have no idea what these QAnon people were talking about, like eating kids or I don't know, man. I stay out of it, bro. I'm on my own business, man. But they said people were eating their own kids, and someone decided to make Starman right here eat another kid, you know. But it's a good book to have as well, man. It's a great cover. I think it's one of the classic modern covers for horror, man, because it's beautiful yet it's like disgusting. It has that, that it's eye catching, man. Like I want that book, but I feel kind of bad for having it. But it's also like the first appearance of this guy, I think his name is Starman or something like that. It's he kind of haunts the kids' dreams and stuff. Like he wants to eat kids. You know what I'm saying? So I always have like a pretty. I like Department of Truth a lot. I think once it's going to be made into a show, which it has been optioned a long time ago. That's going to be it was optioned by Fox actually, and I think it's going to be pretty awesome, man. And it's the same people that did what's that one show, man? That X-Files, man. The people who created X-Files, like they optioned this, man. So perfect bunch, man. Perfect crew to do this, this conspiracy theorist, Department of Truth. This whole it's just symbols and all this stuff, all these mirrors and everything else, in the world, man. And if you got to read it, man. You got to read it, man. Let me see here. Nowhere Bound says he cringed, man. He said it. QAnon. Yeah, man. I don't know, bro, but they're talking about some people eating kids, and I'm like, I don't know anything about that, man. The cute conspiracy theorists are absolute dumbest right wingers on the internet. They're the ones who only watch videos, don't read, and all signs are misspelled at weird gatherings, right? So yeah, man. So, but John named this the QAnon, man, because this came on during the QAnon era. What do you guys think about this cover, man? Do you like it or do you hate it?
Love it. I have it myself. I think it's a great cover. I think when you were saying that, is there going to be a modern book, a horror book that in 50 years might be worth something? This would be the one that comes to my mind. Great series and great cover.
Well, it's a disturbing cover at the same, but also fascinating at the same time, because what I take out of it is there is tremendous evil in the world, and they're feasting on innocence. So, and that is true. That is sad.
Good.
It's a sad, hard reality of the world we live in today.
What do you think, F, man? Do you like it, man, or is it like making you want to toss?
No, I mean it's a great cover. I started reading the Department of Truth when it first came out, but I honestly lost track of it. It got so convoluted. This is my opinion, and I just stopped reading it. But if it ever does go to TV, I don't think it should be on network TV. I think it should be something else like HBO Max or Showtime. Yeah, I think those away from the networks will bring this book into a show the way we all want to see it.
But it's on Fox, so they'll put it on Hulu because Disney owns Hulu or Fox now. So all the Fox shows on FX go to Hulu. So I love FX, man. FX always has like really good shows, and they cuss and they cross the lines. Yeah, FX, man, it'd be dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, weirdo? I know you like it.
I do. I like it. I don't own this book. I've only read the first issue of Department of Truth, but I liked it. But when you posted this a little while ago, a couple days ago or whatever, for the 31 Days of Halloween thing, I was like, wow, that's a crazy looking cover. This cover to me doesn't look like it. I know Image isn't one of the big two or whatever, but they're a bigger indie, publisher, and this doesn't even look like it almost belongs on an Image cover. It looks like it should be a little bit more like underground. This looks something that like Ed Piskor would do when he's getting like real creepy or something like that. So that's why I was like, wow, that's a crazy looking cover. It's great though. It's a great great cover.
Yeah,
sure.
man, it's dope, bro. It's dope.
Yeah.
And I mean, Department of Truth is all about realities too. Like you were talking about how it got convoluted. Like it got really messed up because that's what's going on in Department of Truth. Like is these battles between correcting reality and another group creating reality. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just it gets you. It's just so enmeshed, and I liked it that way. That's why I like Department of Truth because it's just and the way the art is, it's just it's this whole like mess of realities trying to like fight for truth. You know what I'm saying? Or what is a truth? I think that's what they're trying to get at. Like, what's truth? Yeah. So, let me see here, man. Manny says, dot, man. I went out 1 in 25. Couldn't find it at first to drop, man. Yeah, I got this on FOC, man. I got one. I was like, I want that. And then my LCS, Matthias is like, you want this? I was like, yeah, bro, it's dope. They are dangerous, these QAnon people. I like Department of Truth screwing with myths. Yep, for reals, man. Next up, man. Is Efren. What you got, bro?
So this book is called Nita Hall's Nightmare Blog. It's a book from Image, and actually the writer Rodney Barnes, he was on Ian's channel. We did interview him. This is a more modern book. This is almost like a companion book to Philadelphia, which is another book by Rodney Barnes. So basically, this woman, she can see dead people. And one of the dead people that she can see is her younger brother, and he helps her solve like these demons that are taking possession of people. And the first arc was really, really good, and that's what got me hooked on this book. So that's why I picked this book. I really enjoy these books, these indie books. I've been telling everybody, whoever listens to me, I just starting to enjoy them so much more than regular superhero books.
Especially, I like number 2 because they had the Robert Johnson character. The blues player. I forgot his name. But dude, it's crazy, man. I think you like it, Craig. Like it has like this guy that's kind of like Robert Johnson, but he's a demon. He sold his soul to play really well. To play get really famous. Like but he gets old, right? I mean, I'm kind of messing it up, but he gets old and he goes into this like it's home for what do they call the home when you're about to die? Like
like
all those homes, hospice. But then he goes out, becomes a demon, and starts just killing people, bro. Like it's
that's cool.
dope.
Yeah. I want to get the trade of it. I want to get the trade of this. I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Oh, bro, I got a trade. I can give it to you, man. Don't
cool.
buy it, bro.
Perfect.
I got you, bro. I got you.
Right on.
Right
on.
And Azores likes it too, man. He goes, Nita Halls, Rodney Barnes is a goat, man. He's a goat, man. And then let me see here. Rob says, anything written by Tinian, Zdarsky, and McKay go on top of my reading pile. Man, Rodney Barnes too, man. I'm telling you, bro, like Rodney Barnes is writing some good stuff too as well, man. Like he has some, if you're into horror, bro, like he's creating his whole little universe. His whole, universe full of vampires and werewolves and all that other stuff, man. It's kind of crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, really great read, man. All his books, and they're all kind of interconnected too, right? Would you say, F? All the horror stuff. Yeah, they're all interconnected. So, next up is Craig, man. What you got, bro?
All right, this one is Saga of the Swamp Thing number 43, and I'm a sucker for a pink comic book cover. So a pink cover shows up, and I'm gonna check it out no matter what. But this one's interesting and weird because I like the weird stuff. Because in this one, it's just a strange story where this like hippie finds like this thing growing on Swamp Thing, and he breaks it off and he eats it, and he's like starts like tripping. He starts like hallucinating and stuff.
What?
It's just like it's just like, especially the time when this came out, right? 85. Like that's kind of a strange thing to approach in comics, right? It's just
during
like
the Reagan era.
Yeah, it's just such a weird premise for a story, but yeah, it's interesting. I mean, it's not like a crazy hard to find book or anything like that. It's just a strange one, and I like the strange one, and it's pink, so I'm still on the hunt for it. So if anybody's got one, let me know.
Let me go check this collection, bro. I keep finding a bunch of crap in it, bro.
Man,
Like it's crazy.
If you got one, cool.
Yeah, I got you, man.
That's the lowdown on that one. It's just strange. That's all.
Was he trying to paint a peace sign on him? Is that what that is?
Like on a shoulder?
No, yeah. What is? Or is he trying to? Is that spray painting?
I don't know. I think it's just roots.
Okay.
I think it's just like roots and stuff growing on him. But the guy who's breaking it off of him, it's like a tuber. It's like a potato or something, and he eats it, and then he starts tripping out and seeing all these weird things, and then he starts looking for Swamp Thing, trying to find more of them. So he's just like, yeah, it's just so weird, man.
Yeah.
That's Alan Moore for you, though. There you go.
He got hooked on the thing, bro.
So this is like the origin of how Swamp Thing owns a cannabis store now. Is that how it is?
Yeah. He starts microdosing everyone, and this is what it leads to.
Nice.
He's like, I got to make a living too, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm moving to
Get money.
California, where it's
Get
all
money.
legal.
Yeah. Yeah, that's all that one is. Just a weird one.
Dope one, man. Dope, bro. I like it, man. And then my next one is I like this book, man. I still don't have it, bro. I still don't have it. Like, me and my uncle went to this garage to pick through this guy's collection, and my uncle found it. And I was like, bro. I was like, oh, yeah, man, I've been looking for this for like a long time, bro. He's like, so have I. So it's always been kind of on my mind, bro. Like, so this is yeah, bro. He kind of put it in my face, man. He knows. He's probably watching. So Dowser number 33, man. This is the homage to the Thriller, man, but they call it the Chiller. You know what I'm saying? And if you guys don't, if you young cats never watch, I mean, there's no one young watching our show right now. You guys are all over 35. So you guys all remember, man, the Thriller, bro, man, the Thriller by Michael Jackson, man. And this is the homage to it, man. And I love this cover, man. I know, John, you love this cover too, right? Like,
that's Thriller.
Yeah. You got a cut. You got this? I know.
No,
I
don't have it. No, I've seen it a couple times, but if next time I see it, I'll get it for you.
All right, man. Yeah, man. I've been looking, bro. I've been looking for a minute for this, man. But
I think
yeah.
I had this at one point. Yeah,
I have it.
I have it.
When you guys posted it, right? Did you post it? You posted it, huh? Yeah. That's how it.
Yep.
That's how it brought back the memories, bro, of my uncle snatching it right next to me. I was like, dude, really, man? I was like, go ahead. I was like, give it to me, bro. Give it to me, man. But yeah, man, it's another one I'm looking for.
That's a good one. Sienkiewicz, man. Sienkiewicz is the man.
And it's a Sienkiewicz. Yeah, it's a Sienkiewicz cover too. It's a double whammy.
Yep.
It's a Thriller and Sienkiewicz, man, or Sienkiewicz, or whatever you want to call him, man. But
a million names, yeah.
But dude, this would be a dope one to get signed by him too.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize. I didn't even realize it was a Sienkiewicz cover. Did you guys do it with a Sienkiewicz? Was I the only one? Me either.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you the truth. I was like, now it makes me really want it now, dude. One of my favorite artists. So,
he did a few before this and a few after it too in the run, and they're all really cool. They're just like super like him. They're like unique. He has got that weird style like.
And it looks like a Sienkiewicz or Sienkiewicz cover, It truly is. Now I'm like, oh, it does. It is a Sienkiewicz cover, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep.
And Rob goes over here, man. He said, "Thriller, isn't that from the 1900s? That was sung by British woman Madonna." It was from the 1900s, bro. Literally from the 1900s, man.
Yeah.
And Rob goes, "Alan Moore's Swamp Thing is the best thing he ever wrote. Period." There you go, man. And then Nowhere Bound said, I need to read Alan Moore's Swamp Thing run. I know. Oops. There you go, man. And I got one for Azores, man, because the next one is by Efren. And he picked the one that you were talking about there, Azores. Go ahead.
So this is a companion to Nita Haas. It was done also by Rodney Barnes. The minute I seen this, when it was available, you can pre-order it. It said, the title said Philadelphia, and it had to do with vampires. I said, I'm there. I didn't even have to read anything more about it. I just had a feeling it was going to be a great storyline, and it had to do with presidents, like the very first presidents who've been around this whole time, but they're vampires. And it goes from there. It's an excellent read. I can't wait for this book and Nita Haas' Nightmare Blocks to come out every month. These are like my two top reads, both from Image Comics. I really enjoy these books.
Yeah, these are, and this is what we're talking about, the Philadelphia universe that Rodney Barnes is creating, man. And then Azor says you can catch Rodney Barnes' Philadelphia verse on his Substack on Dark. Help me out. Apocrypha. Yep. Apocrypha. Yeah, man. I'm kind of hooked into the Substack too. For Rodney Barnes. It's all good stuff, man. He's a great writer, man. Yep. He's doing a lot of great stuff, and Philadelphia is one of them. And this cover, I remember it coming out, and Manny Collector, he knows, man. This was a hot one, bro. I actually found it at that one comic book store over at that Mission Valley Mall. You know, the comics and stuff, Pass Point. You're selling it for $25, bro. I was like, yeah, I'll take it, man. You know, it's not a 9.8 though, but I had to get I had to get this cover, man. There is a Virgin also. There's also a Virgin for this. It's like 1 in 500. And I think that's probably the one. If all the books of Philadelphia, man, it's either this one or the Virgin one. You know that people were after, man. Yeah, there we go. So that's what James is saying right here. The Virgin cover of Philadelphia, the 1 in 1,000 is fire. Yep, definitely, man. And Azor says he's still hunting that one. Yep, the Virgin. But yeah, man, great pick, man. And can't go wrong with some Philadelphia, man. Great story.
A cool cover.
Great writers.
Matina always has a good cover.
Matina's dope, bro.
Yeah,
Matina's dope.
yeah.
He did this one right, man. I just like how the blood's coming off his head because he's upside down. You know, like that's
cool.
sick, man. Great pick there, F, man. And then there you go, man. What you got, Craig?
All right, this is Giant Size Man Thing number 5. It's another shocker, another weird one, right? So this is the first appearance of. I mean, Man Thing's hot, right? Everyone likes the Werewolf by Night appearance. Like everyone likes Man Thing. He's cool. He's an awesome character. But this is the first appearance of Hell Cow, and Hell Cow was a cow that was bitten by Dracula, like just because he was like, I gotta like get some blood, right? And he found a cow, and the cow turned into a vampire because he bit him and took some of his blood. So like this, just like another thing where you're just like, what? Like, what are you writing? Like, but it's like it's just so interesting and weird, especially 1975. Like, people are like, what is happening right now with this? But that's why I chose this one, because it's just so strange. Like, there's no other character like that, you know, a vampire cow. Like, you're never gonna think of that. Like, okay, cool.
Bro, he's like, you drink my milk, I drink your blood. You know?
Yeah,
cow,
exactly.
You know?
Yeah. It's just a weird one. There's and then there's another like kind of companion one of this. It's like a modern book. It's a Deadpool team up book, and on the cover it's Deadpool and Hell Cow, and you see Hell Cow and he's got like fangs. So it's pretty. That one's not very common either. So if you get it, pick them both up. If you see them.
Hey man, they can nowhere about everybody wants a giant sized man thing. There you go.
That's right.
There you go.
That's right. You're not lying.
with 3 faces of fear. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
He says comics are weird, man. Stay that way as always. Yeah, there we go,
exactly.
man. You know?
Exactly.
That's yeah, man. We're a bunch of weirdos, bro. Like comics and comic collectors, man. Let's stay weird, man. But I mean, would you guys agree, man, that out of all this phase, I put this on my Instagram, that Man Thing's like the best thing to come out of it by far. You know? Could you guys?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what we're counting in the phase. Like, my vote's gonna be for Moon Knight, but that's just me.
Oh yeah.
but yes, Man Thing I think is a strong second in my opinion.
What do you think, Dan?
We're talking Bronze Age.
We're talking about like this phase, this MCU phase. You know, like of all the characters we had, Moon Knight I totally forgot about. Yeah, Moon Knight was dope. But you know, in the MCU, do you think Man Thing is like the best thing to come out of it, or is there another character?
At this point, yes. And I'm just now getting back into, and I'm retroactively going back to the Man Thing comics. In fact, I got the last issue, I think it was issue 11 or 12 of the run that he had, and it was written by Chris Claremont, and he kind of breaks the fourth wall. Very interesting, take from Claremont's perspective. I never did understand the Man Thing character, and I still kind of don't. So he's a bit of a mystery that I'm sort of retroactively reading and I'm discovering it for the first time. But as far as popularity, yes, but that will be short-lived because at some point the Ghost Rider character will take this over.
Mm-hmm. What do you think, Joe?
I enjoyed Werewolf by Night, and I thought, I think that's out of the Phase 4. I think it's my favorite out of the Phase 4. And Man Thing, I'm pretty sure we're going to be seeing a lot of plush dolls and things like that.
Yeah, bro.
That's for sure. People love the Man Thing. You just love it.
You know what's crazy, man, is that I had the Man Things in my dollar boxes. You know my dollar boxes, man. I always bring the shows. No one wanted them, bro. No one wanted them.
Yeah.
And out of all those shows, bro, like, I still have the full run. I found the full run in my boxes. You know, like it's crazy. Now they're pretty hot books, man. It's a crazy thing. How no one wanted them out of like 4 shows I took these dollar boxes to. And
imagine all the jokes we're going to be hearing about Man Thing when it becomes really popular, man. It's going to be.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we have the best one right here, bro. The best one ever. Everybody wants Johnny.
Right.
What do you think, F man, about Man Thing, bro?
I used to read Man Thing when he first came out, I believe in the 70s, and he's the one character that I felt the sorriest for because he didn't remember who he was. Basically, he had some type of idea who he was. I believe he was trying. His name was Ted, and he was trying to recreate the super soldier serum, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And then something went askew, obviously, and he became Man Thing. But I always felt the most sorrow for this character. Like I said, in the 70s, I was a kid too. So, you know, when I kept on reading Man Thing, God, I feel sorry for this guy. I always wish that he would revert back to a normal human for some reason. That's how bad I felt about this character. But I loved him in Werewolf by Night. You know, I think he's going to be a hit character.
Yeah,
man.
Well, the very first book I ever bought, and I still have it, is Hulk 197, Hulk versus Man Thing. And so sentimentally, I like the character, but I never really, it didn't catch on. Like I said, I got a lot of reading ahead of me to figure out what this guy actually is.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, man. From what I remember, he took like he had the serum, right? And he took it to protect it. Then he had to hide in a swamp, and then the serum kind of mixed with the swamp. Then he became Man Thing. It's not Swamp Thing, but Man Thing. But who came first, Man Thing or Swamp Thing? I don't even know, man.
Swamp Thing. Was it Man Thing?
Man Thing came first. Yeah. Man Thing was. It's hotly debated too.
A couple of months before Swamp Thing.
Let me throw this out. The cover from Hulk 197 was drawn by Bernie Wrightson, who created Swamp Thing. So that's okay. Now I got more research.
Look at there. Nowhere said Bernie Wrightson cover, Dan. Yeah. There you go. There you go, man.
Nowhere Bound knows his stuff.
Nowhere Bound knows his stuff, bro.
I think they used to be like, I think they whoever created them, like Bernie or whoever created them, I don't remember off the top of my head. I think they used to be like roommates. And so they thought they were like stealing from each other. There you go. Yeah, exactly. So they were like, it was like they got mad at each other and they split and I'm going here and making this. I don't know what happened. Something like that.
So they were roommates and they were stealing shit from each other. They were like going to each other's room, like, what you drawing over there, bro?
Yeah, something like that, or sharing ideas. And they stole,
that's great,
exactly, right? Yeah, like, all right, man, classic. You know, he said.
Hey, man, Louis V's in the house, man. Hello, Hoodie and Company. Hey, what's up, man? Welcome, Louis. I like
Louis.
I like your avatar, bro. That's sick.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's a sick.
Detective Comics avatar. #1, right?
Number one, yeah.
Sick, nice, man. Yeah, man, and Nowhere Bound says he bought one for $11 in the 70s, man, and now he's happy he's getting love, man. And Azor says they were in competition, so play nice, man. But hey, man, we can't have the show without this one, right? Right, John? We can't have the show without this one, right?
What we got?
Come on, now, to the now, to the now.
Look, man, in 2023, we got to find this dude and we got to bring him out.
we got it, man.
And have him do it live. Yeah. In the same shirt.
Or we could each get this shirt and do it when we meet up. And then we'll put each other up. It'll be one person after the next. Like 1 week it'd be me, the next week it'd be Dan, the next week it'd be John.
Well, wait, Ian, you texted us earlier to see if you want to do a Halloween thing. This will be next year's Halloween costume for all of us.
All of us. There we go. I'm down. Who's down? I'm down.
There you go.
I'm there. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Next year, that's gonna be sick, bro. Next year we'll be the Nana guy, and we'll all just be like this. I'll just turn on the music in the background, and we'll just be like this to the camera. And no, I'll have to put us up like this, right? And then we all have to dance to the Nana like that, like in the back. No, it is rock solid. We're doing this, man. Next year we're all being the Nana guy, man. But I picked out this book because I think we can all agree that don't buy the book now, right? Because Mickey came on, Swaggle House, and he told us like, bro, like when it gets optioned, that's not the time to buy it because it still has to be picked up. It still has to be developed. It's like at the beginning stage. It's not even picked up yet. it's like 5 to 10 years down the road. Like, don't go nuts on it. Go nuts when they start casting and they got directors, you know, or when you see the trailer, it's actually done, you know. Because I remember the Batgirl when everybody's going nuts on Batgirl, and then they just canceled the whole movie, bro. Remember?
Yeah. Giant.
Like, dude.
Yep.
They didn't even show a trailer of it, bro. You know, but I mean, I want to put this in like, you know, in asterisks. I do like this story. I had this run and I read Geiger. It's fucking sick, bro. It's a sick book.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really great read by it's awesome, man. Great read, man. And Jeff Johns, right? Jeff Johns wrote this one, right?
Yeah.
Yep. It's dope, bro. It's a good book, man. Good book. Good book to read.
Real good story.
If you're gonna buy it to read it, man. Buy the trade, man. Read the book. You know, like a really good story about a dude, man, just trying to do right by his family, guarding that door, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And his like crazy ass 3-headed dog. What is it? 2-headed dog? It's a 2-headed dog, right? You know? Yeah, bro, it's crazy, man. It's a sick book, man. It's a sick read too. You know?
Real good read.
And it's in Las Vegas, and like who's the prince in Excalibur? You know, like Excalibur's like ran by like some crazy nut, bro. Like it's a sick book, man. So what do you guys think, man, of Geiger and it being a non-up pick? Are you down with it being a non-up pick right now, or maybe people should buy it? I don't know. You know.
I read the story. I mean, I bought it when it first came out, and I enjoyed the storyline. There's so many comic books that say they're going into, you know, they've been what was that word you were saying, Ian? I forgot.
Option.
But there's so many books that have been optioned. You can't even pay attention to that anymore. You know, it's like seems like every other book has been optioned. But I do understand why he did it as a non-op pick. But it is a good storyline.
Yeah, it's a buy it for the read, man. You know, like buy the trade. You know, and buy it for the read. Don't buy the number one for like $15-$20 or whatever price is going for right now, because you know it's gonna go back down to $8, right? I mean, Craig, right? I mean,
big time. I found this like 3 weeks ago in a dollar bin. So like,
really?
So
Wow.
just wait. Like it's, you know, 4 months from now, everyone's gonna forget about this, and you'll be able to pick it up for cover price because everyone has 20 copies and they want to offload them and they want to make some money. So. And you're 100% right. Buy it to read because it is a great story. It is really cool. Twist on a post-apocalyptic story. So I liked it a lot.
Yeah, me too, man. And what do you think, John, man?
Yeah. I agree. Just you know, buy what you like and give it a try. Get the trade dress. The trade paperback and just read it. It's a great story. You know, there's so many other books out there, and Craig just said, you know, in 4 weeks they'll forget about it. They'll probably forget about it by next week when something else comes out.
Probably. I think you're right.
Bro, we'll probably forget it by Thursday, bro. You
Yeah.
know, like when something else gets optioned, man. So take a pass on it, man. So we got Funhouse and we got Funhouse Comics. That's Mike, man. What's up, bro? I'm gonna be on this channel sometime next week, man. Whenever he's launching his channel, and I was like, man, I'll come and chill, bro. Man. And then Not Near Men says, I guarantee you that you can find a copy or 10 of issue 1 in Geiger at your LCS, probably, man. And I mean, Craig found them in the dollar bins. I read this from the get-go, but I got the alternate glow-in-the-dark cover of issue 1 because my pull had spine issues. Hey, man, it's dope, bro. It's a great read, man. But you know, like wait, you know, wait a little bit, man. But we got the best part of the show coming up right here, man. So everybody, like sit back. You know, pull out your pen and pencil, put on your thinking caps because we about to learn.
Welcome to Comic Book Corner. I'm Dan Dillatore. Thanks for joining us this evening. In our shout out, a very experienced member of the community I'd like to bring to our attention, and that's Nowhere Bound. Nowhere Bound is like myself. We're roughly the same age, and you want to have experienced people in this community because, again, one of the elements that is missing is history. And people like Nowhere Bound know his stuff. Check out his channel. He's currently let's get him up to 100 at least.
Yeah.
And get. In fact, I'd love to be on his show. I've been trying to get him on his own on other shows, but he finally started his own. And this is one man that we should be supporting moving forward. Let's move on.
You got my sub. Nowhere Bound.
Oh yes, we should have him on the show. We should.
Yeah, for sure, man.
I'll reach out to him, see what I can do. Let's move on to the She-Hulk series. The She-Hulk series ended a few weeks ago. We've been off for a while, and after episode 7, I was thinking about stopping my profile on the show because the episode 7 was sort of like Sex in the City starring the She-Hulk. Not for everyone. I still watched the entire series. I was entertained the entire time, but it wasn't for everyone. Well, that all changed in episode 8, because in episode 8, Charlie Cox reprised his role as Daredevil, and it was a great combination of some action, some drama, suspense, little humor, and if they had used this combination throughout the whole series, I think they would be getting more reviews, or more favorable reviews, than they have to this point. That was a fun little scene here with Daredevil fighting She-Hulk for a little bit. They actually do get together as friends, and they have some sort of relationship, or at least the beginnings of one. The chemistry between the two of them was quite good. The story continued with Leapfrog. That was a little bit of a fun interlude for the show. But what I got out of that was that again, it looked like they were setting up for the big finale, which was episode 9, which aired about a week or so ago. And that's where I find it was confusing, I think, to put it mildly, because it was a fun, action-packed show, but it went in some directions that I really didn't think of. What happens is the She-Hulk finds herself in some sort of legal trouble, and having to get out of it, she has to sort of go on her own. And she reaches out to her new friend, Emil Blonsky. Blonsky is starting this little retreat and so forth, so she's asking for help from him, and that's where it starts to get sort of out of hand. Where towards the end of the show, the Hulk comes back, and he comes back from his adventures in space, fights the Abomination, and then one of her people that she dated in the show starts to get he hulks up, and she stops the show at the very end of the show and says, "Wait. This is not what I want to do." And she breaks the fourth wall again, literally goes to Marvel Studios and meets, go back to that first one, instead of seeing Kevin Feige, which I think he should have showed up, this robot called Kevin is the center of attention at Marvel Studios. I thought it was a wasted effort. I thought, Kevin Feige, this was a great opportunity for you to sit down and say, "Whoa, this is what we're doing here. This is the direction we're going in the MCU, and She-Hulk, this is going to be your role in it," that sort of thing. It was extremely confusing. And again, a missed opportunity is probably the best way to describe this. But there were a number of questions that I couldn't that weren't answered. And let's go to the character who was the main antagonist. It wasn't the leader, as we thought. It was this character. I forget the man's name, but he dated She-Hulk. But he's the leader of this sort of sinister side group. He somehow gains She-Hulk's blood and modifies it so that he gains Hulk-like powers. And then there's the battle with the Abomination and with the Hulk. But here's the big question I have that wasn't even posed during that last episode. As we mentioned earlier on our show, the Captain America serum was a mainstay regarding scientists wanting to modify that and market that and have this underground society with these superpowered beings. The same could be said now for the Hulk, because if you remember in episode 1, the Hulk was very clear about Jennifer Walters having her blood destroyed. He had to take her blood to do some tests as he's seeing what her abilities are and so forth, but he's very adamant about destroying it. So is an assumption that her blood is out, and will this start to cascade into different elements of Hulk's? It seems like to me, now that the episode is over and the Hulk's son from, I forget his name, Scar, is here from another planet, and that leads to World War Hulk. As I understand it, the Hulk trademark is now up for grabs. Universal will end the ownership that they have ends in a year or so. So my guess is that Disney is planning to buy the Hulk. It's no different than we comic collectors. They don't have all the comics in their collection, and they need the Hulk to move forward, because one of the things that is leaked out is Red Hulk will be on his way, and that'll be played by Harrison Ford, very veteran actor. Let's move on from the She-Hulk to the DC universe, if we may. And one of the things I did, I'm not going to spoil anything. I did see the Black Adam movie yesterday. I'm not going to spoil any element except some one thing that everyone knows about. But what I was looking for was this sign, the signs of life. And I think they found it with this particular movie. This was an outstanding movie. It had action. It had suspense. I love the storyline. It wasn't perfect. There's a little bit of campiness, but the Rock, Dwayne Johnson, was the absolute perfect person to play this role. No one else could have pulled off what he did. Again, I'm equating this. This was so good, and I was so taken by this movie. If you remember, Marvel started its movies back in the year 2000 with the X-Men, and then finally Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. They did a few other movies, but that they really didn't get going until 2008 with Iron Man, the very first one with Robert Downey Jr. I'm equating this particular movie as the launch for the DC universe. I was so excited. I think there's so many things they can play off of this, and this could be the element that we've been waiting for, the spark that we've been waiting for, because this was absolutely outstanding. If you're a DC fan, you see some returning characters. I won't spoil any of those for you, but I think it was exceptionally well done. And this is something that, again, could get the ball rolling. And for a couple of reasons. One, we all love DC. We just as much as Marvel. We just haven't had much to root for. And now with at the end of the movie, Henry Cavill's Superman does show up at the end. This sets up a whole variety of things, again, moving forward for their DC's most powerful heroes. It was an exceptional movie. We will talk about this in the next episode with a very much a serious breakdown. But for those critics, and this is what I don't understand, the Hollywood critics who ripped into this movie, gave it the lackluster reviews, they were completely wrong. These critics I bet you have never read a comic in their life. And if I had it my way, this is what I'd like to see happen to these critics. Yes, don't say I didn't warn you. And I'm hoping this does happen because they deserve it. So anyway, moving on from one blockbuster movie to another, I want to take a quick peek at the upcoming Black Panther Wakanda Forever movie. This will be debuting in a few weeks, I believe, maybe 2 or 3 weeks from now. This is going to be Marvel's most powerful movie. For a number of reasons. One, we love the Black Panther character. We love the late Chadwick Boseman. This will be an homage to him. But I think because they've been so secretive with this movie, this is going to be an absolute powerhouse that will bring the MCU back, which has been a bit lackluster of late. This will get them back on the map in a big way because there's so many things that this could move into. And most notably, the Submariner character. The Submariner was Marvel's first character, even before Marvel Comics #1, a book called Famous Funnies, and I forget what the issue was, maybe 6, an issue that I will never even see, let alone afford. But again, when Namor finally shows up in this movie here, this is going to be a dynamite character. And I think if they pull this off right, one of the things you want as a villain, you want to be hated. You want to be so resented and despised. And if they did this correctly, what most of us in the comic universe are going to despise this character, at least for now. But that's all I'm going to say. I can't wait for this to get going because there's so many possibilities. And I want to see is more. There's so many things that Marvel has not tapped into. This could be the perfect segue for that. So speaking of that, let's get into our picks of the week, because I don't want to say any more and give any more spoilers. But there are a number of picks, and these picks are sort of continuing on with my theme of affordability. Even though the economy is still very shaky and prices are coming down, you still want to get your hands on some of these affordable keys. And this particular list is very Defenders heavy. So let's start here with Defenders 7 and 8. Now, we know the first appearance of Atuma was Fantastic Four number 33. This is a little known and very affordable key. This is Defender 7 when Atuma attacks yet again. It's a great read from the Steve Englehart run from the early Defenders run. Submariner has to take on Atuma yet again with his allies, the Defenders, and Hawkeye joins the Defenders in this particular issue. It continues on in Defenders number 8, 2 very, very underrated and very affordable books to get your hands on. The next book we have is another, I had this here, Defenders 9, continuing on with that. And the reason why I had Defenders 9, look, first of all, it's a gorgeous cover. Look how colorful and fun that is. But with the Black Panther movie coming up, This is one of the best and probably unknown issues where the Black Panther takes on Doctor Strange by himself, and he shows raw power, raw control, and raw courage taking on the Sorcerer Supreme. I won't say any more. It's worth it to get. It's maybe a $10 book at best for a decent mid-grade copy, but I'd get your hands on it just because it was a great story and it does lead into the Avengers Defenders War. Speaking of the Black Panther, I stumbled onto this issue here. This is Fantastic Four number 119. This is the one and only issue where T'Challa refers himself as the Black Leopard. And he says this because it spills over into what was literally going on in the U.S. at the time with the Black Panther organization. And they were very much a controversial group, to say the least. And Marvel wanted to sort of shift gears. In fact, here's the panel here where he mentions this to Johnny Storm. The Thing asked him why he was changing his name from the Black Panther to the Black Leopard. And T'Challa explains his rationale for it. But that is the one and only issue where he refers himself to something other than the Black Panther. The last book we have on our picks of the week is if the Hulk stories are moving forward, and if I'm correct, and Disney does purchase the Hulk and all the storyline that goes with it, this is one of the characters that must show up at some point. This is Doc Samson. He shows up in Incredible Hulk number 141, an underrated book, and if I can't see this character not being part of the Hulk storyline. And as the weeks move on, I'm going to throw some more Hulk books out because, as Hulk being my most loved character, I know the storyline, I know all the supporting cast, and all the books you should probably get your hands on. So this will be an ongoing segment, but I would start right here with the Hulk 141. I think at some point you'll be thanking yourself because this will be a very, very expensive book. Everyone, in the next episode, let's do a very deep and look into the Black Panther movie. More than just the movie itself and the elements of it, it hit on some very, very deep social issues that society is very much changing. And when I watched the movie, I saw where I think they were going with it, and one of the things they wanted to point out, and society sort of dovetailed with the way that they profiled the Black Adam character, because again, it's something we can all relate to. But that will be in our next episode. Everyone, thanks for joining for the Ian Hoodrat Network. I'm Dan Delatorre, and this is Comic Book Corner.
So it was a good movie, man. Is it worth watching, Dan? Black
Slightly. Look, I'm dead serious. Without spoiling anything, this is by far their best movie in decades.
Wow.
It was powerful, and it grabbed me from start to finish, and I wanted more. I left wanting that, and that's what you want with any audience. You want them wanting more towards the end of any broadcast.
Mm-hmm. Anybody else watch it? You watch it, Craig?
Yeah, I saw it.
Come on,
Let's
let's
it
hear
was good. I liked it a lot. I liked it as much as I liked Shazam. And
Okay.
I thought Shazam was awesome. Like Shazam was way more like comic based,
Right.
but this was good. This had way more action in it. It was just like it was what you wanted The Rock to be as Black Adam from start to finish. Unrelenting. Like that's all I'll say.
Dope. How about you, F? What do you think?
Let's not forget the secondary characters in this movie. Adam, Dr. Fate, by Pierce Brosnan. That was an excellent character.
Yep.
And I agree with Dan. It's like one of the best DC movies that came out there. I think this one and Aquaman, which was a good movie too. You know, I really enjoy these movies. And if they keep on going in that direction, if they let The Rock take charge, I think it's going to be good, DC universe moving forward, hopefully, And the ending, there's an extra credit scene at the end, a mid-credit scene. Everybody stay for that. But I knew he was coming, but it was still awesome seeing him on screen.
Dang, man. We got to go watch it now, Ja.
Yeah, we gotta go watch it.
I know.
Look,
I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it. Yeah.
I've always thought that, I know there was a lot of criticism with the Justice League movie and how they rushed it and so forth, but that doesn't mean they can't salvage or expand on what they already have. And bringing and keeping Henry Cavill as Superman, I still say he's the best Superman they've had in the longest time.
For sure.
I think that the future looks very, very bright. And again, if DC takes off like Marvel did back in 2008, what a feast for all of us. But also, it'll certainly it'll explode the DC comic market, and it'll keep Marvel and the MCU on its toes, because we've been questioning some of their questionable choices with the movies and the format. You always want to have competition. I don't want Marvel to be a standalone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I can't watch it till November because I don't have a babysitter. So I'm sitting here waiting. I'm sitting here watching Instagram. Everybody's talking like, "This is such a great movie. Superman's back." I mean, I don't care if I'm not one to get mad if it gets spoiled, because if it's a good movie, we'll enjoy it anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I want to watch Black Panther on opening day.
Yeah.
I think I'm with you, Dan. I think Black Panther's gonna blow us away, man. You know?
Yes.
I think the first movie made over $1 billion, if I recall right. The first Black Panther. This one's going to top that easily. Everybody's going to want to go see this movie. Easily is going to be over $1 billion.
And I think, I've been watching this one guy on YouTube. I mean, I bet you guys do too. He's always right, man. Like about characters coming into into the MCU, and I mean that rumor about Doctor Doom being in this one, man. Like post-credit scene, like. If I say Doctor Doom, bro, I'm gonna, stay away from me, man. I have to go. I'm gonna bring extra clothes to change into, in the movie theater.
Well, this is where I was kind of biting my tongue on my segment, because it could be, it probably is Doctor Doom, but there's a lot of other people that could also show up at the end of that movie. That probably somebody we wouldn't expect, someone I would remember, and Ja would remember, and Nowhere Bound would remember. But there's a ton of options the MCU still has yet to exercise.
Because the whole focus on this movie, Black Panther, what I get is like vibranium, right? Everybody was like, why can't you share it with us? So it's like this kind of fight for vibranium, and I can feel it, Doctor Doom, wanted a piece of that action, man. You know what I'm saying? So it just has all these people trying to fight for, their mind. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think it's going to be one that's going to, I mean, this is the final one for this phase 4 too, right? Is it Black Panther? So... Yeah. It's gonna knock some. It got to get us into phase 5, right? So it has to knock some socks off, man.
Here's my guess. I mean, this again, I'd have no reference other than my own comic experience. I think what goes on is that in this mining for vibranium, they cause great harm to Atlantis, and it pisses off Namor, and that brings him with his army. And so he's coming to the surface because he believes he has just cause to do so.
That would make a lot of sense in the world today too, with all the politics around all that stuff. Yeah, so totally, man. I can't wait, man. I mean, I'm gonna watch this. I'll probably. I mean, John, man, you want to wait, man, and watch? You want to watch it together? We're already late to the party, man. We're already late to the party. Must as well just watch it together, man. But man, we can't forget about the chat, man. So let me go back to the chat right here, man. So Nowhere Bound says. He didn't know we were gonna shout him out, but he's like, "Oh yeah." And then he says, "Thanks, man. Don't worry, Nowhere. I'm gonna sub you up after the show, man. I just gotta click everything, and it's hard for me to get from one place to another, even if it's at a tip of my fingers, man. You got a sub from Azores, you got a sub from Passpoint, you got a sub from Rob, man. You can get one from me too. You can get one from everybody here on the show, man. And thank you, bro. Thank you for all the knowledge you bring in. Always thank you for I mean, thank you for coming to our show, man, like all the time and being a regular, man. We really appreciate that. You sold. See, man, you should get a cut from The Rock, bro, because you just sold Azores on the movie, bro. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what Rob said, man. He said Black Adam was a fun movie. I don't remember much about it anymore, but I'm pretty sure that's the curse of The Rock. All his movies are forgettable, bro. I think the only movie I remember is San Andreas Fault. Remember San Andreas, that movie?
No, I never saw it.
I saw it.
Because I went to that RPG, the RPG thing, where it kind of like spits water in your face and it's like
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the only way I remember that movie, bro. It was like, I mean, name another Rock movie. Can we name another Rock movie besides
The Rock?
Jumanji.
Yeah.
Jumanji, yeah.
Jumanji, okay. What else?
Here's Scorpion King.
Oh, Scorpion King was his first movie, right? Yeah. So the first movie he did after Scorpion King is super underrated and it bombed, but it's hilarious. It's called The Rundown.
Oh, when he was in the thing, and right?
He was like he fought Ernie Reyes Jr. in it. He was hunting for Stifler from American Pie. Like
I've seen that movie.
That movie's fantastic.
Stifler.
It's so funny, dude. That movie's great. I love that movie. I'll watch it anytime it's on cable.
Did he have hair? He had hair, right, in that movie?
Yeah. Back
You
in
guys-
when he had his fanny pack on, like that.
You guys remember that TV show called That 70s Show?
Mhm.
Yeah.
He came out as his dad as a wrestler in one episode.
Oh, really?
All right.
Oh, that's cool.
He came in a
I'll have to
70s
check
show?
that out.
And
Oh,
and
look
that
at this,
70s
man.
show, he was The Rock. I think he was like portraying his dad as a wrestler in that show.
Wow.
That's back in the day, man.
As a
So the
Star
right-
Trek fan, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ian.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, as a Star Trek fan, The Rock showed up in an episode of Star Trek Voyager, and he had to
Oh, really?
fight Jerry Ryan, who was 7 of 9, super hot woman. But that was a great episode. Again, the man can act. He just needed a good script. He was perfect for this role.
Yeah, man. I mean, I like The Rock, bro. Like, I mean, I can't remember any of his stuff, but I make sure I see his every Instagram post. Like
Yeah.
and his tequila and his remember the Wednesday night
Yeah.
efforts is named after
Yep.
his.
Yep.
His
The
his cheat
cheat
day.
meals.
The
Yep,
cheat
yeah,
day.
yeah,
Where he's like
yeah.
eating sushi and drinking his tequila. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
So there you
How
go,
can
man.
how can you not like The Rock, right? He's just like positive and happy and like just
Yeah,
wants everyone to like have fun.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
the people champion.
Yeah,
He's a
that's
people
right.
champ, bro. He's
right.
a people champ, bro.
Elbow.
Then Azor said he wasn't sure about it because of mixed reviews. Was it 240? That's how long the movie is, I think. We got Desire Comics in the house. Nigel's in the house, man.
What's
All the
up,
way
Nigel?
from Baltimore, Maryland, man. What's up, bro? How you doing, man?
late.
And Nowhere Bounce says classic Dan. Efren, Doc Samson came out in the Ed Norton movie.
The Ed Norton Hulk movie, I believe. He was the boyfriend of.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
You're
that.
right,
Okay.
yeah.
Hmm.
All right, yeah, I remember, bro. That was forgettable. Dead,
Definitely.
dead was forgettable, man.
Yeah.
How was Doc Samson not made an appearance yet in MCU, but Scar has?
I think the excitement is more for World War Hulk because that's a more modern comic and it's got everyone's attention. I bet you most people, under 40 don't know who Doc Samson is.
Yeah, for reals, man.
But, I mean, that the Hulk, Marvel can't do a standalone movie for the Hulk, but that's Universal property still. So I'm not sure how they're going to do that. He's always guest starring, and he's guest starred in Thor and the Avengers, but he hasn't. They can't do standalone movies. Marvel can.
Correct for now, and I got this directly from Tyrone, aka
Tyrone.
Tyrone.
Where's
Yeah,
Tyrone?
he's not here tonight. But he said, the Universal doesn't own them forever, so apparently there's an expiration date, and I think he said within a year or two.
Okay.
So my guess is that Disney knows that they have to have them, and there's a ton of storyline and a ton of money to be made if you own that character because you can expand on it. So they're beginning the process right now.
But how are they going to do that? Because basically the storyline to the second or third Thor, that was World War Hulk. He was in that planet. I'm not sure how they're going to connect the two, or if they're going to at all.
Oh,
If they do, there's plenty of time to do that. I don't think they're going to do this right away.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of the devil, please,
There you go.
get smart. There he goes. He remembers it all, bro.
Yeah.
He's like, man, let me.
Walking Tall was great.
When you mention The Rock, bro, Tyrone's gonna come through, man.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
And
So,
if you
there
look at
go.
the chat, the number one fan of The Rock is not near mint.
I know. I'm looking
yeah.
here, man. Look, I'm trying to nail everybody. We got to bring it. Look, The Rock is 80% charisma, 20% talent. We love the charisma, though, man.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Zora's brother. I saw this movie, The Tooth Fairy. It's pretty good, bro. The Tooth Fairy was good, dude. I like The Tooth Fairy. And then Chad's in the house, man. Chad said, "Moose on the grind, cows on the ground, bro." Look, everybody knows The Rock, bro. Rock is always in the jungle wearing the same beige brown shirt.
That's
And
right.
this is San Andreas. All I remember, San Andreas is racing his speedboat over a tsunami wave in the Golden Gate. Remember this in the Golden Gate? They were in the bay. I remember that one too, bro. Because he had to go to L.A. to get his daughter. See, I remember now. I remember
this.
Go
Oh, go ahead.
ahead. The Rundown is still The Rock's best movie. Chad agreed with you there, man.
I second that.
Then he says, I got from books popping up on eBay randomly. Okay, we got you, man. And Not Near Man says, ROM is Quantum Mania. You heard it here first.
Hey, that preview looks good, man. Ant-Man
That's
Ooh, interesting. I hadn't thought
was
of
it the
that.
one was it the one we saw? Is it the same one that we saw at D23? Is it? Joe, you weren't with me, Joe.
might be.
I wasn't
F.
there. Yes, you and F.
F, was it the same one, F?
The same preview?
Yeah, the trailer, was it the same
No,
thing?
it came out with a trailer today, and they actually showed Kang on this trailer.
Yeah.
So I believe
Huh.
there are some new parts to this trailer. It was a good looking trailer.
Is there a Kang fever again now since that one came on? I bet there's Kang fever, huh?
We'll
Yeah.
know in about
Gang.
2 days.
Kang bang, yeah.
I love our
Gang, gang.
I love our chat. I mean, I hadn't
That
thought
chat's
of this.
dope, dude.
Yeah, we have very smart people in this chat here.
Yeah.
That, I had not thought of that at all. Now that's going to get my wheels turning regarding where Rom fits into this whole thing, because that is another great character that they could bring forward.
Yeah, that's yeah, man. I didn't even think about that, man.
Well,
Better get that Ron book, bro. We better get that Ron number one. You know, it's a good price.
Who owns the rights to Rom though? Because I know Marvel lost the rights, but some other
Hasbro.
publisher came out.
I think it is Hasbro. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah,
see here,
it used
man.
to
I
be
like that. I'm
IDW
just
now.
let's just do the
Hasbro.
chat, man. The chat's they're
I know.
hot. They're on
Yeah.
it today, bro. You know, like the chat's sick. I think I paid $3 for Legends number 1 and number 3. Let me see here. Who's her first appearance book is a sleeper right now? Who is that, man? Who are you talking about, Mike? You know, you guys remember? Oh no, right here. No, come to
Amanda
think,
Waller.
Amanda Waller is the glue that holds the DCU together right now. There you go.
Yes,
and then,
that's true.
Mike answered and said, her first appearance is a sleeper. Hawkman is what Azora said. Adam Waller is the real. See, now I gotta watch this, bro.
Yeah, it was good. It was real. I don't rave about a movie very often. This one really got my attention. And again, I'm a huge Marvel fan. If DC has my attention with this movie, it's saying something.
I bet,
Now-
man. I bet.
If it wasn't The Rock in this role, you think we'd be talking about it so much?
No,
No.
No,
not at all. No.
No
There
way.
you go, man.
No way.
charisma goes a long way, bro. Swag goes a long way, man. You know, like
Hey, could it be a little controversial take? Could it be that DC movies are just so bad that when we see a good one, we're like, man, this is the next best thing?
I thought about that, and I would say no. By itself, this was it didn't need any support. It stood all by itself, strongly.
Okay,
So-
I'm gonna go see it now.
And you know, the first guy online was Tony Sanders, because he's a big rock fan. That's his persona
Really?
on his
Oh,
show.
yeah.
So yeah, he was probably first in line.
Hey, Jaw, your nephew misses you, so you might as well come down and watch it every
Yeah,
year,
yeah, I haven't seen him in a while,
bro.
man.
Misses you, bro. Where's Uncle Jaw? Huh? I turn on the computer and he sees, when I'm working on the show, he sees, the StreamYard. Uncle Jaw. All the time, bro.
Great talk to him.
That's
Yeah.
great.
And all I remember is from Rundown is Arnold Schwarzenegger passing off to the Rock in the casino.
Yep.
Bro, I need to watch it. I never watch a Rundown, bro. I need
Dude,
to
it's
Never
great.
seen it. No, I've never seen it.
Is it because his son is on drugs or something like that, or something like he has to save
No,
his daughter?
he's like hunting. He works for like a mob guy, and he's like hunting. He has to go find the mob guy's son in like South America. So it's him like going to find him and then trying to get him back home so he can just get paid and stop being like an enforcer. That's it.
Sick.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
we could probably find that on Netflix, huh? The
Oh yeah,
Rundown. I'm gonna check it
absolutely.
out, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it's
check it out.
fantastic. There's some great themes in it.
I mean, he said Kang. Rob says Kang wears a helmet in Quantum Mania trailer. Yep, we didn't. He wasn't wearing a helmet in D23. I remember it was just him saying, "Did I kill you?" Remember, I was like, "Damn,
right.
bro, did I kill you?" It was like, "Huh? You're an Avenger. Did I kill you?" Like crazy, man. Nowhere Bound says, "Is Rom coming?" I hope that would be Quantum Mania, bro. Like, possibly, possibly. That would be a good book for trending not trending, right? The Rom book right now, yeah.
Because it's not trending.
It's not trending.
There's
at all,
another
right?
one kind of along those lines, maybe a bit of a stretch, but one book I've always thought about, our character is Machine Man, Jack Kirby creation.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
if you get the, what is it called? Space Odyssey #8 was his first appearance. It's very affordable and underrated.
Yeah.
Hmm.
2001. Yeah.
You gotta save that one for the next show, man. We always gotta have a bank to go to our bank, right, John? Like we can't be telling them we gotta say, oh man, we gotta have our books. So that's where Chad said the ROM books are actually popping up randomly in his eBay, man. So there you go. Like people are buying ROM books. IDW had a ROM, but the rights can't cost too much for the co-op for an appearance. And IDW, I don't even know where they've been, bro. You know, IDW is kind of, you know. So Micronauts ROM is separately owned. Hopefully they suss this out, man.
Yeah.
Dwayne is from my neighbor. Oh, here we go. Rob said The Rock. He even called him by his first name, bro. Dwayne. There you go, man. That's someone who knows somebody, bro. Calling him Dwayne. Dwayne be like, who? You know, like, I'm The Rock. Dwayne is from my neighborhood. He's in Miami. He's exactly how he is in life, how you see him in interviews. Yeah, man.
Wow,
I heard he's cool, man. I mean, he was at Comic-Con. Man, remember, like, I wanted to meet The Rock, bro, but I heard he was out saying what's up to everybody. You know, like as he was walking over to the boat, right? The IDW or IDBD boat, whatever it's called, where Kevin Smith is, and he was just saying what's up to everybody, signing shit. I was like, bro, I was gonna wait in that damn line to go see him in the Hall H. You know, like and I could have just got his autograph at Comic-Con, man.
Wow.
Look, bro, Rundown is like 5 for 5, bro.
Underrated. Super
5
underrated.
for 5. 5 for 5, man.
Yeah.
Chad says someone last night suggested Javier Bardem as Dr. Doom, and I am
That's a
about
good
to
pick.
shit a chicken. That's
Yeah.
dope, bro.
Yeah.
I like fucking Bardem, bro. He's sick. No country for old. What was he bringing? That little gun that kills the, you know, that you would kill cows with and shit, and just like
The bolt gun.
he was popping bolts and popping heads, bro. Like he would go to the door and pop a bolt. You know, like that's sick, man. I'm only missing issue 75 of ROM, and that just sketch. What? Oh, okay. I got you, bro. I'll talk to Eric. Man, you didn't get it yet? And I'll talk. Don't worry, man. I got you, bro. Hoodrat, Ernie Hayes Jr. kicked The Rock's ass on that movie, and they told you to watch. Okay, man. I'll check it out, bro. All right, man. Not near mint. There you go, man. But hey, man, thanks to the chat, man. And I want to do a rundown of everybody, man, where you can find everybody here, man. And don't worry, Rob. I'll talk to Eric, man. See what's up, man. Let me see here. Add this. So F, man, where can they find you, bro? And thank you for coming on, man. Last second, I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, I'm always on Instagram posting pictures. I also have Passpoint sales too. I started a new Instagram page where I put my books up for sale every then. I'm on YouTube under Passpoint Comics. Actually, my next video is tomorrow. The one myself and did about variant covers, the ones we like that are coming up. And I'm always popping up on everybody's channels if they ever want me to be. So.
Hey, man, and you're only 150 off 1,000, man. So come on, man, help Efren out, bro. Help Efren out, man. He's only like practically 150 off, man.
Yeah,
it's a hard hill to count. It's a hard mountain to climb right now, man. You know,
I thought it'd be way past that by now.
Me too, bro. I mean, I was like, man, it's just during COVID, it was pretty easy, but now like everybody's back to life. I know because I'm back to life now, and I'm like, geez, I got no fucking time. You know, like, you know. You guys know, Jive and Passport knows. Like, I had to change our time like 3 or 4 times for our tell them about our comic book stuff, man. Our sales, because Dan's gonna join us too. Go ahead, man. I'm gonna put you on blast, bro. Go ahead.
So about a month ago, I posted something on Instagram under Passpoint Comics, and Javed replied, and we just started talking. You know, and he goes, God, I might try to start selling my books on Instagram. And he said, do you mind if I join you? I said, of course, man. It'd probably be better if more people join me. Then, of course, we reached out to Ian to see if he wants to sell books with us. Our first sale was last Saturday, and it was a trial, basis. We sold books, but, first time on Instagram selling books. So it was a little bit nerve-wracking, making sure, I got the people the right books, which I did. And we're going to be doing it every 2 weeks. And so the next one will be 2 weeks from Saturday. We'll post it on Instagram ahead of time. And Dan says he wants to come on with us also. So we're all going to be basically, watching each other's back, having fun, talking about comic books and selling comic books.
Cool.
Yeah, so the next one's going to be on, let me see here, the 20, is it the 20, not the 29th, but the 5th, November 5th. Yeah. November 5th is the next one.
So we usually we'll go for about 2 hours. We'll give each other like a half an hour to sell our books. And it was a good time. It was a good learning experience for sure.
Yeah, and I think next time me and Efren are gonna stream it on our YouTube channels too. So if you want to check us here on YouTube, we'll have up ourselves as well. And man, we're not trying to like break anybody's bank. It's just gonna be good deals. No, it's always gonna be good deals, man. It's gonna be price to sell. We're not trying to like become millionaires. We're just trying to sell some books so we can buy more books. Basically, man. And Dan's gonna join us, man. Dan is gonna join us for our next one, right, Dan? For sure.
Yes, I am, and I've never ever opened my collection to the public before, so this will be a first time. So we'll see. I've never sold. I haven't sold in this format ever, so this will be a first time for me. I got a lot of cool stuff after collecting for over 40 years. So
you got a lot of awesome stuff there. Look at that, man. Sorry about that. There you go.
And the other thing too is, as I've said before, this is the only corner my wife lets me have, so I'm out of room. So
yeah. So I mean, the way it kind of goes is like we have like 20 to 25 books each, and that's about it, right? Like
it's more enough. Yeah,
more enough, man. We're not trying to stay on there forever. It's like we all got like an hour each, and that's it, or whatever, however long you can talk, because you get cottonmouth doing that stuff, So yeah. And how about you, man? Where can you find you, bro?
Well, you can find me on YouTube here. I got a few subscribers, so we'll try to get that up a little bit. I'd appreciate it. But here and Instagram, same thing, Spacefarer Collectibles. You find me there. And then coming up November 13th, I'll be selling at Near Mint Sundays.
Yep.
So make sure you come out there because I got a bunch of stuff. I'm trying to move, so I got a bunch of books. So come get some deals.
And Craig, I love your modified Galactus avatar. Always love that.
Thank you very much.
Galactic ferret, bro.
Yep, yeah. My daughter actually drew that for me.
Wow.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah,
that's nice, man.
Yeah, she wants to be. She wants to be she's going to be an artist, but eventually she wants to move into comic books. So I actually, hey, can you do something for me? I want a ferret and I want a cool helmet. So she did that. Oh, there you go.
Is she on Instagram?
She is on Instagram. Unfortunately, I don't know. I don't think she posts much art stuff on Instagram. She's just kind of like, still in high school, going through the stuff.
Gotcha.
And, that kind of stuff. So eventually.
Nice.
And look at you in your picture, man. You got Christmas came early with all them CGC
Oh,
books.
dude, yeah, I got one more. I got one more coming soon too. So
it's
I got a bunch of stuff. I'll be selling. So I'll come out.
Hey, man. But once we get this going, we'll try to bring in the crew. This Instagram thing.
Whatever.
And
it's fun. It's fun. I'm just having a good time, man.
Yeah, man, we'll have fun, bro. We'll bring in the peeps, man. I think there'll be weeks where Jaw can't come, or I can't come, or Dan can't come, and then just jump in, bro. So we all get each other's back. That's all it is. We're always trying to just support each other. We don't want to. It's that's what me and Efren were doing. We were just like, I was like, Efren. Like half the time I was like, Efren, I can't see the chat, bro. And Efren's like, let me see if I can fix it. On Instagram, I was like, I didn't see that, man. You need to check the chat on your side, Efren. He goes, okay, I got it. I was like, no, I can see it now, bro. Half the time that's what we were doing.
Cool.
Maybe was it working better for you, Jaw? You and Efren? Was it easier were you seeing the chat?
It was pretty good, yeah. I mean, we didn't have any issues.
Yeah, it went pretty smoothly when Java came on, And like I said, when Java started selling books on Instagram, I was keeping tabs of the comments in case anybody bought anything. I would tell him, So we basically have each other's backs when we sell, and we start talking, chatting about comic books in between.
Yeah, and the good thing about our sales here, man, is it's pretty eclectic, man. And if when Craig comes on too, like I'll sell a bunch of like modern stuff, like modern stuff, like maybe 80s and older. But then you got Efren who was bringing out some like early bronze stuff and silver, and dude, Efren was bringing some Spider-Man books like for what's that one that you sold like that? What was it? I forgot what it was. It was a good price though. You sold for like $40.
I did sell.
Was it Death of Gwen Stacy? Right? Was that the one that you sold?
No, I forgot. Which one I sold. A book that I put up for sale was Strange Academy #1.
Yeah,
and nobody bought it, man. It was going. I mean, I started two covers of #1. We brought it down to like $100, and nobody took that book, man. That's a hot book. So, but like I said, we were just having fun. I did sell the first Teen Titans #2.
Yeah.
Teen Titans number 2.
Off the bat. Yeah.
That one sold for a little bit over 100. So there are sales to be made out there.
No, yeah. You sold that. You sold that Teen Titan number 1. Yeah. Or 2, right? Number 2. Yeah, number 2. Yeah, that was dope, bro. That's a good price for $100. And that was like bro, it's higher than 9. We just said a 9.0. I looked at it and it was like, dude, that's 9.6, 9.9, possibly a 9.8. Like for $100, man. Wow. Yeah, it was a good price. I was gonna buy it from you, bro, but then someone snatched it up. It's like, yeah, I would have been like Efren, $75. You know me, right?
Come pick it up.
I know. I still got my Young Avengers book at your house. I still got to pick up. Yeah, don't sell that. Don't put that, bro. Don't put that up on there. And then Dan, man, Dan's gonna be part of our next sale. So go ahead, Dan.
Well, I put my toe in the water for my first sale with these guys. I'm going to treat this like a garage sale. There's a lot of work putting a garage sale together. So I got to dig through my whole collection, see what I want to sell. Then I'll be on Tony Sanders, not this Friday, but the next Friday. Is it Hustlemania? It's their big to do. And so I'm planning to dress up as the ancient one, and I'm going to have a little gimmick. I'm going to have the shield off and hold it like I'm in real battle, that kind of thing.
Oh, nice.
So I'll have some fun with that. And then I'll be right back here. There's a lot of things to talk about as comics and the MCU. Now the DCU is moving forward. So this is my home here, guys. Love you guys. Like Ian, I can't thank you enough for having me on this show.
Bro, man, I love you guys, man. I mean, this channel would have been nothing without you guys. These guys right here, man. Like all of you guys, man.
Great.
Like for reals, man. It's I just I stand on your shoulders, bro. So that's all I'm saying, man. I'm just being real. You know what I'm saying? And then Ja.
Oh, yeah. You can catch me here every other Monday. And then I'm Comic Book Crackhead on Instagram. I have a sales page, Comic Book Crack House, but I don't ever sell anything on that. Yeah, I might do it. I might start it up on there.
Yeah, man. And I think we're all going to be, except for Dan, we're all going to be at the near Mint. So Zoris is going to be there too, man. So that's November 13th, right? 13th.
Yep. 13th.
Yep. We'll all be there, man. I'm going to be buying this time because I was kind of jealous of all the deals people were getting, bro, when we were selling Ja. I was like, damn, bro. Like people were getting deals. And we couldn't get away from our booth, right? Like, did you get? Oh yeah, we couldn't get away from our booth. So this time I'm coming with cash, bro. I'm gonna get me some books. Like, I need some books. I just haven't had time to like hunt, man. And this November 13th is all hunting day for me. I'm gonna go in there for whatever that time they open at 8:00, and I'm not leaving until like 5 or 6. So you down for that, F? Because F's driving down with me. I'm driving this time.
Yeah, I'll take the bus home, man. I ain't staying until 5.
What do you guys think about going out to like the Jazz House after? Not near Mint, like in Anaheim, in downtown Disney. I love the Jazz House, bro.
Oh, I mean to go eat?
To go eat, yeah.
Yeah, man.
We can make a reservation and then get some gumbo, bro, after.
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually.
And Dan, you could fly down too, bro. You can drop down.
If I sell enough books, sure.
Quick trip, just a real quick trip. Yeah.
November 5th, right? If you can sell enough books, then you can come down, dude. You stay at my house, Dan, and drive down with me and Efren.
That sounds great.
Yeah, dude. So and then don't forget, guys, me and my man right here, Space Fair Collectibles. We do Comics on the Rise, and we're gonna do one this week. We promise. Do you have a concert this week, man? Do you have another concert?
I am going to Vegas this weekend, so it might have to be a little bit later than you think. I'm going to a big music this weekend. We'll figure it out. Yeah.
You go to the dopest concerts, huh? All the time, bro.
My wife just wants to go. We go.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man. You only live once, man.
Happy wife.
True.
Happy wife. Happy life, man. Happy wife. Happy life, man. Hey, man, I want to thank the chat, man. Let me go back to the chat and make sure I got everybody in here, man. Let me see. So Chad said, man, he said he got COVID 3 weeks ago, and he strongly suggests everybody keep wearing a mask. It's gonna get there, man. It's getting. I think today was our first day of fall here. Was it kind of chilly where you're at, John, today, man?
Yeah. Today was a good day. Yesterday was kind of chilly.
Yeah, it's a sweater day here in San Diego, man. So yeah, man, it's getting colder and. Yeah, man, COVID's still around, bro. Glad you got better, Chad. Hope you don't have that long COVID. Yeah, just that short one, man. And Chad said thanks. Out of room, the scariest thing of all during the time of Halloween. Out of room, what is that, guys? Out of room.
I don't know.
Help us out. Yeah. Oh, maybe it is, huh? Okay. I'll check that out. Not New Year's Sundays from Azor Space Ferret. That's amazing. You're amazing, man. And then Chad said Devour of Ferrets doesn't have the same ring to it. I think he's talking about your logo, bro. Your logo.
And it's just mean. Then you sound mean if you're devouring ferrets.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And then Rod says right now it's either hold or books or going for less. Buyer's market, my kind of market. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, if I'm getting a little bit more than I sold it, I'm okay, man. I'm not trying to get rich out comics, bro. Unlike, but okay, I'm gonna talk to you guys after me and Ja were talking about. You know what I'm talking about, Ja? You had sent me the. We'll talk about it after. We might have a little party tomorrow at 9:00 on here on this channel, but we're not gonna go live. We're just gonna have fun. Azores, that's gonna be a killer sell, man. It is, man. It's gonna be awesome with Dan. All the old schoolers here, man. All the old schoolers. Dan is a wealth of knowledge. I don't know anyone who has. I don't know either, man.
No,
Dan,
Thanks, Chad.
Dan said he was out of room. Dan said he was out of room.
Oh well, okay, right. Running out of room of comics. Okay,
out of room of comics. Look, out of room of comics. Look at that.
Well, and that's not even. There's more. I'll screw up my microphone and the whole. There's more a little bit here, and that's all I got. I'd have to get rid of one of my video games or whatever. I don't know. It's tough when you can't give something up.
Yeah.
So November 5th, guys. November 5th, Dan is going to be selling some comics at good prices. Dan is going to hook y'all up, man. So
I may buy them from you, Dan.
So we'll have the channel. We'll have it up here on my channel and probably on Efren's channel and on Instagram. Let's just go all out, bro. What do you think, Eff? Put them all. Stream it. Yeah, stream it out, man. Let's have some fun. But thanks to the chat. Let me see here. One more thing. I have short boxes behind couches in the living room, bro. Improvise. Bro, I have short boxes as chairs in my garage. You know what I'm saying? So, and then Chad said, let me see here. Rob says, how about giving up the Tales of Suspense 39?
I got short boxes everywhere, man. It is like climbing all over my house, man.
Bro, one day we're all going to have a barbecue, go to barbecue at Efren's house, and you're going to see the museum of Efren. I'm telling you, bro, it's dope.
Yeah.
It's dope, man. But thanks, everybody, for coming on, man. You guys have any words of wisdom for the chat and the rewind before we bounce?
Just thanks for joining, guys. It means a lot to us.
Yep.
Yeah. We appreciate everybody, the live chat and the rewind, man. You guys are what make this channel live. You know what I'm saying? And we get to come together, this little family here, on the screen and on the in the chat, man. We consider you guys family too. We get to come together once every 2 weeks and talk about the good stuff, man. But come back next in 2 weeks. We'll have our next one because Jaw's gonna do the second half of his pre-code horror, bro. Yeah. Jaw still has. Jaw had like 36 books, bro. It's crazy.
We may have to have an episode 3.
3 episodes. 3 episodes, bro. We're gonna have to do it. It's fun, man. It was awesome, man. But thank you guys, man. We appreciate y'all. And thanks. Please go check out our partner, Nuclear Comics, man, at Kenny. You guys can go back to the rewind. You'll have the address over there in his email. Great shop, man, and we're happy to be partnering up with them, man. But thanks a lot, and we'll catch y'all later, man. See y'all in 2 weeks.
Take care.
Peace.